What's up, family? What's up, family? Go ahead and drop where you're tuning in from in the chat box right now. Let's see who we got on the call all around the world. I know we got people worldwide on this call tonight. Monday night, beginning of the week, beginning of March 1st. We heading into March Madness right now. It's about to get crazy in the business. Let's see who we got on the call. Let's flood the chat. Let's keep flooding this call out too. Send this link out. Blast this link out to your team. Anybody that's trying to get in on a digital currency wave, blast this link out, right? Let's see what we got. We got the trenches. That's what's up. That's the best place to be. We're in the trenches. Lawrence, Mass, Hartford, Hawaii, Maryland, Orlando, LA, Lowell, CT, Hawaii, Florida, Bridgewater, CT, the gym, Maryland, Virginia, Sydney, Connecticut, Bronx, Vegas, Georgia, Louisiana, Miami, Winnipeg. Man, that's what's up. We got all over the world on the call tonight. All over the world on the call tonight. That's what's up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Will. Very excited to be on this call tonight. Let's keep pushing this call out. Let's get this to 100 plus. We got 72 on the call. Let's get this call to 100 plus tonight. And let's blast this link out. Let's flood this call out and get everybody on this call right now. New York City. That's what's up. Awesome. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again. You know, my name is Will. I'm from Connecticut originally. I've been in the business for about 2 years now. And, you know, tonight, the topic, DCX, digital currencies, what we're going to be going over today is so powerful. And this is really the future. And, you know, I'm so certain that this is going to be how I make my first 6 and 7 figures with digital currencies, just because of the value, the information, and what we've already learned thus far and what's to come with the future, the growth in the technology and the advancement of what's to come with digital currency. So, you know, guys, obviously, if you've been in the business or even if you are brand new, you know that, you know, what we've been able to do with the digital currency with our academy, our live educators, Swipe Coin, the Scalper, the Harmonics. We've had amazing success stories all around the world, hundreds of thousands of people making money and profiting, being consistently profitable with these different strategies, you know, tools and resources that we have. And tonight, I just want to go through, you know, a few things that really help myself, more importantly, my team, the people around me, my brand new business partners that are just getting started, how they've been able to see massive success and really duplicate that to people around them. And I like to kind of teach with stories because, you know, these are actual things that have happened. You know, just last week, I had two of my business partners cleared over 5 figures trading Bitcoin, right? So that's incredible. One of them's only been in the business for 2 months and, you know, really just dialed in with the education, dialed in with the services, you know, with the Scalper, with Swipe Coin, with, you know, the Harmonics, and just applied themselves, right? So it's amazing to see, you know, how duplicatable this is to the newest individual. Now, obviously, you know, past profits doesn't guarantee future profits. Everybody's account size is different, right? Everybody's, you know, knowledge and experience and work ethic is different. But understand that once you learn this, once you apply yourself, there's really no limit. There's really no cap, right? And this is the future, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. We have, you know, confirmations of over a 6-figure Bitcoin this year, right? Top analysis all over the world are saying 6 figures is almost guaranteed this year, right? We have different places around the world becoming more globally accepted. For those of you who may or may not know, you know, Miami is now looking to pay everybody, all of the employees in Miami in Bitcoin, right? They want to make it, and also so they can invest into it for the city themselves, because they understand, people are starting to see that this is really the future, right? We have Elon Musk, the wealthiest man in the world, now just put $1.5 billion into Bitcoin, right? They said that he made more money off his Bitcoin investment than his whole year in Tesla selling his cars, right? And Tesla, you know, that's literally groundbreaking technology. It's revolutionary things that are happening with Tesla. So imagine, you know, how much he really made off that Bitcoin investment, right? We know he did well on Teslas this year. So it's incredible to see. And I'm just very happy and grateful to be a part, to be where I'm at right now. And each and every one of you on the call, you know, understand you put yourself in position to really create wealth, to really change your overall bloodline and how they're going to live for generations to come. Because, you know, before you know it, the dollar has already been decreasing. We look at we look at Bitcoin. This is the daily, right, parabolic movement. We look at the dollar, been dumping, right? The dollar's not even worth $1. It's worth 91 cents right now. So, you know, we're going to get into it. We're going to really talk about it and get into it tonight. I'm really excited. I really feel privileged to get to talk about this kind of information because, you know, it's just so powerful. And I've seen so many success stories. You know, I have somebody in Peru who's made, you know, literally thousands of dollars by doing the same thing, trading Bitcoin in Peru. The average monthly income where he lives is $300 a month. $300 a month. This man has already cleared almost an annual salary in his country just by doing the same thing that we're doing with this skill set. So definitely take it serious. It will pay you very serious, right? And, you know, to get into things to start off, first thing I want to talk about is, you know, obviously we're going to talk about making money tonight, but I also want to talk about staying in the game, you know, keeping yourself in the position to keep making money, right? And one of the biggest things that really I've learned the hard way in the beginning that will allow you to do so is risk management. Risk management, right? Risk management is so key because look, you can make all the money in the world, but if you can't keep it, what's the point of even doing it, right? What's the point of even going through it and, you know, making sure that you're even learning this skill if you're not going to be consistent and consistently grow with it, right? So this is something I feel everybody should really master. Even if you are brand new, make this your focus, make this a discipline, because if you commit, right, if this becomes second nature to you, you're never going to have any issues. You're going to always be growing, compounding your account, right? So risk management, just basic information on risk management, right? So depending on your brokerage, 0.01 per $100 is proper risk management, right? Proper risk management. So, you know, that's major key, right? Because at 0.01 for every $100 proper risk management, let's say you have a $1,000 account. Let's say you have a $1,000 account here today. Let's say you're starting with $1,000 here. Proper risk management with a $1,000 account, right? Your lot size is going to be a 0.10, okay? A 0.10, right? That's proper risk management. That's 1% risk on a $1,000 account, okay? And that 0.10, that equates to $1 per pip. Actually, I'll put this down here real quick just so you guys know. This is in the academy as well. 0.01 equals 10 cents per pip. Right, so you're going to know exactly how much you're going to be making. $0.10, it's $1 per pip. And a standard lot, $10 per pip, $10 per point in price. Okay, so this is how you really stay in the game. You know, this is how you never take any big losses. You don't blow your account, right? You're always able to catch these big moves whenever you want, getting in and out of the market. Because look, you know, there's going to be major moves happening. If we look at this, right? A lot of people caught and invested into this when it was, you know, 3,000 a coin, when it was 4,000 a coin, 5,000, 10,000 a coin, right? And their investments are up insane, right? That investment, that return of investment, you know, Bitcoin itself is the top performing asset in the past decade. It's outperformed any stock you can name. It's outperformed gold, silver, oil, any commodity, any, you know, indice, the US 30 Dow Jones, NASDAQ 100, S&P 500, it's outperformed everything. So we are trading with, you know, something that has major market movements and a lot of volatility. So even with proper risk management, right, even if you're trading on a $100 account or a $1,000 account, you can make extremely large gains with proper risk, right? In fact, I had a business partner of mine. He got started last month. He started with a $440 account. I showed him the same exact thing. I said, listen, bro, we're going to focus on proper risk management. We're going to take the swipe coin trades. Make sure you put your stop loss into entry point or into profit whenever you're in profit, securing your trades so you never take any losses when you are in profit. Right? And this young man, 18 years old, working 2 jobs, going to school full time, very coachable. He took all the information and literally just applied it. He took his $440 account to almost $3,000 his first month in the business, right? His first month doing what we do. So that's how you know that's duplicatable. Now, listen, think about if every one of your business partners does this, what's going to happen, right? They're going to be definitely happy and definitely grateful for the results that they're having. They're going to continue to reinvest into themselves, their education, but they're also going to want to put people on. They're also going to want to show their family, their friends, how they're able to make that kind of money or even that kind of return with proper risk without having to go all overboard with over leveraging or things like that, right? So that's the way I look at it, and I incorporate this into every one of my launches now just to make sure people know exactly how to start profiting and maintain that profit when it comes to getting started in these markets. So very important. First thing I want to talk about proper risk management. Now, even we talk about proper risk, we also want to look at risk to reward ratio, right? Risk to reward ratio. So there's a tool right here on the right, prediction and measurement tools, okay? I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna look at the 1 hour. And I believe we had a trade called out. We just had a trade called out on Swipe Coin previously. I think it was around, entry point was 46,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anybody, it was 46,000. I know take profit was 53,000. Take profit 1, take profit 2 is 58,000. So I want to look at this because the way Swipe Coin works is really powerful. So let's say the entry point was 46,000. Matter of fact, let me log in. Let me just double check. So if we go to myswipecoin.im, this is the same thing as the Swipe Coin app on your phone, but it's online, right? So entry price, $46,850 right there. That's entry price 1. Entry price 2, $47,150. Stop loss, $46,730, okay? So that's our entry point. That's our stop loss, which is our safety net for our trading accounts. So we never take any big losses. We're always growing, compounding. Now, take profit 1 is $53,000. Take profit 2 is $58,000. Take profit 3 is $62,000. So we're projecting Bitcoin to go towards $62,000 this coming week or two. Okay. So if our stop loss is 46,730, our entry price, we'll say entry point 1, 46,850. What's our risk to reward, right? Once again, this tool is right over here. You guys can all use this. Long position for buy, short position for sell. This is tradingview.com. You can set up a free account right now if you don't have this, right? So entry point was, let me double check, 46,850. 46,850 for our entry point. So right around there. Stop loss, stop loss was 46,730. So that was actually a really tight stop loss. All right. So right away, that stop loss is super tight. And one thing I want to teach you guys, this is going to help you out a lot because you're probably going to get stopped out on these trades. And Crypto Picasso talks about this in his Go Lives, right? With Swipe Coin, and he mentions this on his Go Lives pretty much every session he has. These are long-term swing trades. You're going for thousands and thousands of points in price for your take profit zone. So what that means is you might get stopped out a couple times or a few times before it makes that big move. But I'm going to do the math for you guys and show you what are you risking and what is your reward. This is really powerful. So take profit 1 was $53,000. Okay, let me zoom this out, and I'm going to zoom in so y'all can see this. This risk to reward ratio is absolutely insane. This is a 1 to 50 risk reward ratio. So what that means, ladies and gentlemen, you are risking 1 to gain 50 times your risk. Your gain is going to be 50 times what you are risking on this trade, right? Let me just double check that stop loss, because that's really, that's insane. 46,730. Yes, exactly. So 46,730. So you are risking 1 to gain 50. Now, once again, if we look at that what I had earlier for basically determining how much we're going to earn. Let's say we have that $1,000 account. We have that $1,000 account, 1% risk. Okay. We're going to be dropping a 0.10. That equals $1 per pip, $1 per point in price. Okay. Now we have a $1,000 account. How much are we risking and what are we looking to gain here? So as far as our stop loss is only about 150 pips. So 150 pip stop loss. What's our take profit? From 46,860 to 53,000, right? 46,860 to 53,000. I'm terrible with the math. Forgive me, please. I got my calculator right here. It's all good. All right, 6,200 points in price. So take profit is 6,200 pip. Take profit 1. That's take profit 1. That's the first take profit, right? So if that's the first take profit, we're risking 150 points in price for a 6,200 point in price gain, right? So this is really powerful. So look at this, right? So that's a 1 to 50 times risk reward ratio. Now on that $1,000 account, if it's $1 per pip, that means you're risking $150 to gain $6,200 with 1% risk. With 1% risk, right? $1 per pip, Bitcoin, every dollar that Bitcoin moves is 1 pip, 1 point in price. So we're risking $150 to gain $6,200. Now, if you're using, depends on what broker you have, KOT, it's actually the lot size is actually less. So a 0.10 is actually like a 0.01, which means you could trade less capital with like KOT and different brokers. You can choose whatever broker you want, but just if you are using that, keep that in mind because the spread is different, right? And that's in the academy as well. The difference between bid and ask, you'll learn about that. But $150 to gain $6,200, right? So let's say even if it is KOT, that means you're risking $15 to gain $620, right? So you're risking $15 to gain $620 if that's the case, depending on which broker you have and what the spread is. Now, even if you do get stopped out, let's say you get stopped out 3 times, right? So you get stopped out 3 times before the big move, because Crypto Picasso warns this might happen because, a lot of times the market will range, it will collect liquidity, right, before making the big move. That happens with every market, right? She might get stopped out. Say even if you get stopped out 3 times, right? That means that you're risking now $45 to gain still $620 or $450 to gain $6,200. So let me ask you, with that risk reward, is that worth it? Right? Is this worth it for taking this trade setup? Right? Are you willing to risk $45 to gain $620 or $450 to gain $6,200? Right? Imagine compounding your account this way with this same strategy every single time, right? Drop a 1 in the chat if this looks like a valid setup. If this looks like something that you would take for yourself and you'd want your team to take as well. Flooding the chat, ones everywhere, exactly. So this is what I'm talking about. Now, basically, that's take profit one. That's take profit one, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first take profit, okay? Now, let's kick it up a notch. Let's go to take profit two. If you're really holding this trade, let's go to take profit two. Now, the risk reward went from 1 to 50 to 1 to 91. Oh my God. 1 to 91. You're risking 1 to gain 91 times what you are risking. 91 times what you are risking. That is literally unheard of. Listen, I've been in this business for 2 years. I've never seen a risk reward like that before, right? Until I started trading digital currency. So understand, even if you're using 1% risk, you're getting 91 times what you are risking. So now 58,000 minus 46,800, that's 11,200 points in price. That's the same stop loss, take profit two. That's 11,200 points in price for take profit two, right? So now you're risking that 15 to gain $1,120, right? Or you're risking that 150 to gain $11,200. That's a 5-figure day. Even if you got stopped out 3 times, that's $45 to gain $1,120. Or that is $450 to gain $11,200, right? That's take profit too. That's just take profit too. That's crazy. And, you know, I promise you, you're not going to find a risk reward out there like this. You know, it's very important too. What I want you to really be in tune to, because listen, this is the time where you really want to get in tune with this. This is the time where we want to learn about this. You know, now we're seeing all the major banks, they're buying tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin, you know, every single day, right? We have, you know, some places that are buying tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. We have, you know, Elon Musk just bought 1.5 billion, right? Miami is trying to, you know, the city's trying to buy as much as they can. They're trying to make this the new norm of currency. So what is going to happen to price? There's only 21 million Bitcoin in circulation, right? There's supply and demand. There's only so much supply and there's always a demand, right? The demand is always there. So the supply is limited, but the demand is always there. So what that means is the price is going to keep going up, right? And we have predictions from Crypto Picasso himself, 8-figure professional in the market, over 12 years experience, to over $100,000 per coin in 2021 alone, right? So I know for a fact, you know, at the end of the year, when it's 2022 coming, I'm not going to be looking at like, wow, I wish I learned about this when it was 50K per coin, or I wish I learned about this when it was 70,000 per coin. So this is something you want to take advantage of right now and really master this skill. You know, don't play with it. Like I said before, you take this serious, it will pay you very, very serious, right? It will pay you very, very serious. In fact, you know, just examples of my business partners alone these past couple of weeks, I'm very, you know, grateful, excited to see them clear 5 figures, and some of them even just getting started in this business. So phenomenal to see where they're going to be at the end of the year with this skill set, right? And one thing I want y'all to keep in mind too, when you're using Swipecoin, make sure you're in tune with the chat. Make sure you're in tune with the chat. We have the MT4 chat. A lot of times they're going to tell you what's going on in the market. This is important to keep in mind, because if you get stopped out, it doesn't necessarily mean that trade is not valid anymore. It means that you might have to just look for a re-entry after the market plays itself out, okay? After the market plays itself out. For example, right, the last MT4 chats that were sent out, XRP USD hit take profit 2 for 500 points in price, right? XRP hit take profit for 500 points in price, take profit 1 as well for 200 points in price, right? He keeps you updated what's going on in the chat. This is Nick Gomez. He's also an 8-figure professional in the market, right? For digital currencies, less than 30 years old. You know, phenomenal to see. I met him in person multiple times. He drives a crazy McLaren, Lime Green McLaren, this guy is really crushing it. You know, a lot of my people have been making great money with his signals as well, and his education on the Go Live. Then we have Crypto Picasso, right? Overall, if we hold 40K, push back over 50K, the emotional cycle shifts into a more parabolic rise of belief, thrill, euphoria, just like the push back over 5,000 in 2017 led to a 4 times. I am looking for the same, a target in the $200,000 zone, the $200,000 zone. So we're talking about 4 times where we are at right now, potentially is where we could see price go to, right? 4 times where we are at right now. So that means even if you bought $1,000 of Bitcoin on Coinbase, you could potentially see $5,000 go from 1,000 to 5,000, you know, 4 times, or much, much more, right? Depending on how much you're investing and how much the market moves. But if we're trading it, we could actually make more money even with the same amount of capital, right? Even with 1% risk and the ability to control our risk with this skill set. So what I want to say, and really just to finish off, you know, talking about this, you know, this is really powerful, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time to take advantage of this. And this is the time to really go all in and just really just, you know, make it happen, you know, apply yourself, learn the skill, ask the questions, right? And reach out to anybody, reach out to your business partners, and really just, you know, make sure that you're on the right track with this. Last thing I want to go over just real quick, and we have exchange ideas too. So for those of you that are into altcoins, right? We have there's over 3,600 different digital currencies out there. It's not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. There's 3,600 different digital currencies. Some of these digital currencies are a couple cents, a couple dollars, $20, $30, $40, right? But you can also take advantage of these in your portfolio, whether you're at crypto.com, Coinbase, right, Kraken, whatever you use. Curtis Cobain does a phenomenal job calling out these altcoin exchanges where you can buy these coins and just hold them to gain a ROI on your investment, right? And that's the biggest difference between investing and trading. Investing, you're making money as prices go up, right? That's the only way you're making money. Trading, you can make profit when the prices go up or they go down, right? So here we have an example. We have, this is VeChain. Curtis Cobain called out a buy on VeChain, right? VeChain is one of the top projects, I believe, that have massive upside and has now dipped into a 50% Fibonacci retracement zone on the 4-hour time frame. Feel free to acquire some VeChain from Binance.us exchange, Crypto.com app, or swap on Exodus wallet. Take profit will be updated in the exchange chat. Stay tuned for more information, right? Stay tuned for more information. Yes, this is being recorded. This is being recorded. And real quick, also, before I go ahead and finish up, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Will the Jeweler. Let's definitely connect. Have some big events coming up in Connecticut. If you're in the CT area, definitely DM me. Let's connect. Big plans in place for Connecticut, for the East Coast. We have March Madness coming up. Biggest event we've ever had. Kicking off, we're already in crazy momentum. The whole business is going absolutely next level, right? You see a lot of chairmans dropping, right? A lot of chairman 25s, chairman 50s, chairman 100s dropping this year from our organization alone. And man, just take advantage of what's about to come. Make sure you're learning the skill. Make sure your team knows the skill so you can duplicate success stories and just help everybody win. I promise, if you help everybody win, you will win forever, without a doubt in my mind. That's my only focus this year, is how many people can I help win in 2021, right? On the trading side, the business side, both. Because I understand if I help them, just by law, by universal law, I'm going to win forever. So what I want to do right now is I actually want to introduce one of my really good friends and somebody who I came up in the business with. We were really in the trenches together ever since the start. You know, events in the Bronx, New York, Harlem, New York, Pace University, Connecticut, all over Connecticut, Miami, right? Really just getting to it, just working together, grinding together. He's not even in my business. I'm not in his business, but we work like we are literally, you know, benefiting each other, because at the end of the day, this man is like my brother. You know, I've seen him grow so much and impact hundreds of people around the world, you know, really get to a point where he's been able to help so many people with this skill set, with this business. And I can't wait to see him go P5000, Chairman 10, Chairman 25 this year in 2021. You know, it's definitely coming. This man has the work ethic of 1,000 men. And I'm just very, you know, happy and grateful just to work alongside and serve together with this individual. So guys, drop Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat for Mr. Jared Bolden. Jared, are you with us?
Bitch, I'm outside of some blue cheese. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Bitch, I'm on my chicken like it's a 2-piece. You can have your bitch back to your
Facts. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Yo, Will, can you just do me a favor real quick and spotlight my video? Make me co-host, just so I can see what we got going on. But I just had to add a little bit of fire, add a little bit of vibes to the call. Get everybody excited. Big shout out to my guy Will, right? Will the jeweler. That's really somebody who is like a brother to me, and it's crazy because throughout this journey, you're gonna run into people who were originally strangers. Somebody who I would have never known Will if it wasn't for this business. And he's somebody who, we go way back. We have multiple stories. We've been in the trenches. We've been in the penthouses. We've been on flights. Like, Will is somebody who, there's very few people in this business who I would trust with my bank account. And Will is definitely somebody who, I trust. He's somebody who, when I'm with Will, I'm asking Will, what's the trade? Like, yo, bro, like, I know you got to get in some trades. Like, give me the bag, right? And Will is somebody who's a real servant leader, right? It's very, very evident. You can see how he runs his team. He runs his business like a family with love. So everybody just go ahead and drop some 222s in the chat for my guy Will, my brother Will the jeweler. Appreciate you for that, bro. Really breaking it down and going over some very valuable information. But some of the things that Will really touched up on really stuck with me, right? And one of those things is risk management. Risk management is one of the most important things you're going to learn. Everyone thinks that trading is 100% technical analysis and sniper entries and this and that. But in reality, like Will said, you got to protect yourself. We're playing defense, right? You got to be able to stay in the game. So utilizing proper risk management is something that's very, very, I can't stress that enough, right? Because I've been in this journey for a few years alongside Will. And I've made mistakes. Will's also made mistakes, and our whole objective is to help you guys not make the same mistakes that we made, right? But the whole purpose of this call today is to get into some digital currencies, right? My guy Will was just going over a little bit on the swipe coin. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen real quick. Yo, fam, do me a favor. If y'all can see my screen, just drop some 111s in the chat box just so we know that we're good. All right, cool. Chat box going off. All right, guys. So, yo, everybody in this call, right? If you currently own or have profited off cryptocurrency in 2021, type "I'm rich" in the chat. Right? If you currently own any cryptocurrency or if you've profited off cryptocurrency, I want you to go ahead and type "I'm rich" into the chat, please. And the reason why I'm saying I'm rich is because, guys, I really need you guys to understand the positioning and the time that we're living in right now. Right? The generation before us, our parents, did not grow up with technology. They did not grow up with the internet. They did not grow up with cell phones. Shit, they didn't grow up with swipe coin. Right? So we have access to information that's going to put us in a position to really become successful and wealthy, right? And I don't think you guys really understand that we are the early adopters and the first movers in the cryptocurrency world. Guys, cryptocurrency is like really, really big. There's more than $1 trillion of this stuff all over the world, right? No one will ever touch it. It's all digital money, and it's actually backed by math. A lot of people might say, oh, I'm not too sure about Bitcoin. I don't know if it's real. I don't know this, but it's all backed by cryptography. It's all backed by math. And this is really revolutionizing the world. Cryptocurrency is something that's really allowed myself to see success, as well as multiple other people on this team, just due to the education and the tools that we have. So what I want to do is I want to quickly show you guys a little bit about swipe coin and why I like it so much. I've been trading off MetaTrader for the past like 2.5 years or so. And I've had the most success trading cryptocurrencies, right? But I want to show you guys a swipe coin scalper. So to get to the swipe coin scalper, you're going to type in myswipecoin.im, right? Myswipecoin.im is going to bring you to the official swipe coin website, right? If you're not already subscribed to the DCX pack, I would highly recommend, just because, guys, like if you're to, let's say like this, right? If you're going to load up $100 into your trading account and you're looking to take that $100 to the moon, realistically, right? The moon. It's going to be a lot more simple for you to do that trading cryptocurrency, because with currency pairs like Bitcoin, every dollar that Bitcoin moves is a pip in the market. So we see how fast Bitcoin can move tens of thousands of dollars, right? And all we have to do is hop in and capitalize off of that move and profit, right? So, yo, does anybody in here remember that night that Elon Musk and Tesla bought all that Bitcoin, right? But the night before, we got the signal from Swipecoin, right? Anybody else remember that? Right? Crypto Picasso dropped the Swipecoin signal on a Bitcoin buy. And actually, the next morning, we woke up and we saw that Elon Musk actually bought over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin jumped. I think it was from like 40 to around $46,000. So we booked about a few thousand pips, right? And it's really easy money, guys. So I want to show you something that's really worked for me. It's something that I feel like is really, really overlooked, right? Because everybody has Swipecoin, right? If you got Swipecoin in the chat, say me. I got Swipecoin, right? Because I got Swipecoin. I love Swipecoin. But I feel like the Swipecoin scalper is super overlooked. And I honestly haven't really tapped into this until the past 3 or so months. But I want to show you guys a little bit about how this works, right? So this is simple. When you get onto the Swipecoin scalper, it's going to give you a quick little diagram that's going to show you exactly how to use it. Right, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to actually utilize and profit from this. And one of the things that I like is, just like any other Swipecoin signal, you're going to get an alert sent to your phone, right? So for all the people on this call that have Swipecoin, I'm sure you've gotten an alert. You know, you open up the app and there's no new trade signals on the front page, right? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Now that's probably because you got a signal on the Swipecoin scalper that's not actually on the same app as your phone, but it's behind the scenes constantly scanning the markets, right? I kind of compare this to Cash Trap or Hourglass, right? It's super simple, but really all you have to do is step 1, change from the candlestick to the line chart, right? Step 2, spot the break and close of structure. And then number 3, right, the 50 EMA, the yellow line, must be underpriced for a buy or above for a sell. So it's super simple, right? If you're familiar with the DeLorean strategy, it's a similar topic as that. But right here, you know, if that was a little too quick pace for you, you also have a 20-minute video by Crypto Picasso himself, breaking down exactly how to utilize and tap into and really master the Swipecoin scalper. So what I want to do is I want to show you how this works, right? So pretty much it's an artificial intelligence software scanner, similar to the harmonic scanner or the Hourglass, right? And it's going to continuously scan the market for setups on 2 currency pairs. Now, the only 2 currency pairs you're going to get setups for is both Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? These are the largest 2 cryptocurrencies. And one of the things that I've noticed throughout my time is that a lot of these trades move at the same time, right? These cryptocurrencies are all following how Bitcoin moves because it's the original and the most powerful. So step number 1 to finding a good setup on this Swipecoin scalper is actually switching over from the candlestick chart to the line chart, right? So when you switch over from the candlestick chart to the line chart, it's going to look a lot cleaner, right? And now, you know, I don't really want to go too in depth on price action and how the market actually moves. I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible, right? So when you're going to get a Swipecoin setup, what you're going to get is you're either going to get a buy or a sell alert, right? So let's look, for example, right around here. Let's say we got the sell entry for this trade. Now, what we have to do is, you know, we can go back as a confirmation check on the candlestick chart, right? I'm sure we could draw out price action zones and Fibonacci levels and all that stuff that you can add on to it. But it's super simple, guys. All you do is have to identify the sell, right? And see if the yellow moving average is crossing through or above the candlestick bodies, right? Now we can see here that this right here, this sell ran for a decent amount of pips, right? Over 800 pips right there, just off of one move off of Ethereum. Now, I like this so much because even when you're not going to get a setup every 5 or so minutes, right? You can tap into this scanner at any really given time and really play along with that 50 moving average and find the ideal entry, right? So like they said on the little diagram, if the yellow line or the moving average is below the candles or price, right, look for a buy, and vice versa. If it's above, right, look for a sell. Now, I'm no expert with Swipecoin, right? I'm not really an educator. I'm just a good copy and paster, and I know how to take signals, right? So every single time that I get a Swipecoin alert, first thing I do is I pull up my phone. If it's not on the phone, I'll pull up the Swipecoin scalper. right? But we can see here also Ethereum, right? These two markets look pretty similar, right? They're going to move in a similar fashion. So what you can do is you can identify what these low and high points in the markets are. You can see similarities between the currency pairs and actually find areas of profit in other currencies, right? So similar here, right? Moving average below or crossing through the bodies of the candle, look for the buy. Same thing goes for here. Above, looking for the sell. Now, I actually open up this call a little bit to show you guys, to tell you guys, right, that we're all rich, we're all wealthy, we're all very successful because of cryptocurrency. And I personally feel like cryptocurrency is going to be the reason that there's a lot of emerging millionaires in these next few years, right? So I want to really advise every single person on this call to go ahead and get yourself some cryptocurrency, right? It's really not a bad investment ever, right? You know, this stuff, like if you look up Bitcoin and when it was created in the mining process and so on and so forth, you see that Bitcoin was designed to outlast us or whoever's on this earth right now, because the mining process of Bitcoin is going to go on for another 100, 140 plus years, right? So that means that 1 to 2 generations from now, they're still going to be using Bitcoin hand-to-hand transaction, you know, ways to exchange services for goods, so on and so forth. And I feel like Bitcoin is just so fire because, you know, it's just new, you know, like some people still don't understand what it is, right? And we're so lucky and blessed to learn this information because, guys, I'm sure if you would have known about this 10 years ago, if you would have had access to Swipecoin 10 years ago, we'd all be in a totally different position, right? Now we have access to the information. So don't be afraid to invest in yourself, right? Don't be afraid to splurge on some crypto. You know, I know a lot of people like to buy this, buy that, buy drip, buy seafood boils, but who's really spoiling themselves with the crypto? Who's splurging on XRP, right? Who's going out here and copping a little bit of Bitcoin every single week? Now that's what's going to really make you successful, right? Because the whole name of the game is to have multiple sources of income. And I feel like cryptocurrency itself is such a broad umbrella because Bitcoin itself is one income stream. Ethereum itself is another income stream. Your XRP holdings is another income stream. So diversify your sources of income to see an overall larger result, right? But I'm not really trying to talk you guys' ear off. Just want to share a little bit of sauce about the Scalper, what I feel like helps and why I love cryptocurrency so much. I hope everyone on this call learned something, right? I feel like you guys should definitely invest in the cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is not the only cryptocurrency, right? If you guys feel like you missed the boat, you know, there's a lot of crypto small of a price, right? What I'll do is I'll actually share my screen real quick. And we can get back to the swipe coin because I like how, you know, Curtis Cobain actually shares some good smaller cryptocurrencies to get into. All right, so we can see here the different currency pairs, right? We got XRP, which is one of my favorites, right? XRP is currently sitting around 40 or so cents, right? 44 cents. But the crazy thing about XRP is that the all-time price was above $2, right? So the all-time price was actually peaking out over $3 a piece. And we can see now that right now, one coin is 44 cents, right? So what do we think is going to happen, right? The market for cryptocurrency is going to repeat the same. Show you guys, I want to show you the overall pattern of how Bitcoin actually moved, right? So we can see, you know, this thing was low price. Not too many people believed in it. 2017 hits, boom, price spikes up to almost $20,000. For the next 2 or 3 years, price is on a continuous downward cycle until the next halving cycle every 4 years. Things become more valuable and more scarce, and we see that the price continues to break through this all-time high and continue to shoot, right? So that's the Bitcoin overall market. Now what I want to do is I just want to show you guys a little bit of these other currencies and how the market looks, because I feel like all cryptocurrencies mirror Bitcoin. When you can identify market structure on the cryptocurrencies, you're going to be able to see where you are in time for that specific cryptocurrency coin. So what I want everyone to do is I just want you guys to take a mental picture and remember what this screen likes, right? What this screen looks like, right? This is a long-term chart of Bitcoin showing you the overall price and the entire move. Now, what I'll do is I'll show you guys Ethereum, right? Price spiked up 2017, 2018 to around $1,500, right? Completely fell back down for the next 2 to 3 years, so on and so forth. Continue to break the all-time high, and it's looking to make a similar pattern to Bitcoin, right? So what I want to show you guys, I want to show you XRP real quick, and we can see that XRP has came nowhere near that all-time high. So we can see where we are in relation to the times. We can see where we are and what's going to happen next with these cryptocurrencies, because I personally feel like XRP is going to be valued at above $10 a coin, right? So we can see that this all-time high is just bound to get smashed. Now we can take a look at another cryptocurrency, something that I like called XLM or Stellar Lumens, right? We can see the same pattern is getting repeated over and over again. Right. So just do your research, guys. Like, this isn't my information. I've learned this from Crypto Picasso himself. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like once you can identify the market structure, you'll be able to identify what's going to happen in the future, especially with utilizing educators like Nick Gomez, Crypto Picasso, Ivan Paychecks, and so on and so forth. But that's really it for me. I want to pass it back off to my guy, Will, because guys, if you don't know about Will, right, he's the real deal when it comes to this trading stuff. I actually got to meet Will back in 2019, and he was actually a 5-figure trader back then, right? Had some really, really crazy results with this trading. Very successful cryptocurrency trader as well, and somebody who has a real lot of sauce. So honestly, bro, I feel like this call went fire. I feel like we got to run some more calls for the team, so on and so forth like that. Definitely big collabs on the way, but I appreciate you, bro, for, you know, letting me tap into this call. Appreciate you for all 85 people who stayed on, hopped on. Hope you got some sauce, right? Peace and love. But thank all y'all. Appreciate y'all.